Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm working out of my Jumpstart journal. And I actually got 4 magazines we're going to go through, but I just wanted to get this kind of like my routine I do every morning. And I always try to kind of mimic the other side. I have no idea if that's dried up or not, but I just want to get something on this page as I do every morning. And to get bright colors, this is fresh lime. That was, I can't even read it. Something green, I can't read it. Wow, mint green. I always put, you know, if you want bright colors, put bright colors. And here's like a turquoise, and I'm at the end of it. I'm just gonna dip my brush in it a little bit. Just to add something to it. You know, you'll get the more saturated colors, and it won't be, you know, so where you'll see the white in the background. Now I'm excited about the magazines. I had put them on my table and said I'm not going to go through till I shoot the video, and I did anyway. And there's so many great images. I mean, just for the way I gone back to collaging now. Okay, and you know, I'm not even going to worry about all that. Just something to brighten up the page, and I might go back over with some stencils. I might even, you know, go over the leaves with a pen. One of my, not a writing pen, but I usually use these micron pens. This is a 01, but normally I use 08, 10, or 12. Okay, so fold this back down, and we'll set this aside. And then by the time I get through the video, we may pick it back up and may add some more to it. And here was a ton of images that I had actually cut out the other day. I like hands. And I like this little thing that I've used it 100 times, seems like. And I had this lady that I cut her head out, so I went ahead and cut the bottom off, and I was going to add these to the bottom, which is Diane Reevely, because since I want it to go normally not this way in the book, so I had to shorten her legs somehow. Here's another hand. I like wine bottles and wine glasses. And I used the other half of this lady already in my book. I like anything that's framed. I'm using a lot of people. And this was a statue that I can use on one edge. And I like the colors in this. Another picture. Some more. This here was a seat and a stool. Couch. A wicker chair. Another chair. Here's a ring I cut out. That was a man's body, but, you know, I cut his head off and thought about putting her head on. I liked it better because she had the blue hair. Another hand, another ring. Some more people here. Another bottle. Lampshade. Here's some background if I should need it. More background. And here was the face that I was going to use on the lady's body here. I liked it because of the blue and the blue. And then I've had these blue eyes forever, so I thought they would look good. And that's about it. And I'd already did a page, and I'll show you all that in a minute after we go through these magazines. Which, who knows, after looking through magazines, I may use these on something else. But I already got an idea for these. But today, we're dealing with Elle in style, bizarre, and living. And I think I had actually started out with this one last night. I definitely want to use her, even though, you know, you can always cover a foot up. And then again, you could just always just cut it off right there and let that be the bottom of the page. Jewelry as usual. I like both of these. She's so colorful. And since the red really pops, I would probably leave a 1/4 inch all the way around just so the red would show up. And I like that I can fully cut her out as, you know, not being obstructive of anything. I'm starting to use black and white images. You know, you can use these for the back images and, you know, use that lady as the forward image. I like this lady. You could even put her in the corner. Another black-white image. Another black-white image. All these could be put background. Tabitha Brown. She's from the same place my husband's from, which is in Eden, which is like an hour away from where we are living now. And actually her daddy cut my father-in-law's hair all the time. But he has since, almost a year ago, well, come February, well, maybe next week. It'd be a year ago that he's passed away. But, there's the lady again, which I'll use her. May cut her out. She could be background, and then, you know, that could be covered up with the jewelry. I like her. And, you know, everybody says, where do you get the Pops color? Well, I pick things with Pops color. So definitely those two ladies, this lady. You know, even, you know, use these words. You know, and I sort of take my cue from, okay, it's black or purple, dark purple on red. You know, they look good, they contrast well together. So, you know, maybe do a dark background for her to sit on. Colorful, might want to use those. I've used these ladies. Use these bottles, they're colorful, whimsical. Thought about cutting her out, but I may just cut like right here, maybe as a background. Might use these ladies. And I like her that I don't normally use people that smile, so definitely I like this color. And actually when I saw this, I thought that looks like a dog's nose and two ears. And you could actually cut these glasses out, put them right here, and it'll look like somebody's face. And just, I thought I had seen something over here. When I get to it, that, you know, you could probably add, like here. Cut her face off, but I would actually save the hat. Just cut her face out. Cut the face off, put that dog thing right here, and put the hat back on it. I thought that'd be cool. I just got so many ideas flowing, and normally too what I'll do is I'll lay a bunch of white sheets of paper down, and I'll cut out 3 or 4 things I think look well together and lay them on that sheet, then lay another sheet down and lay those images and lay some more, and then I have maybe a little stack of projects. And then, you know, just pick the one that has the, you know, if this one looks like it's finished or not look like it's finished, but at least I'll know my color palette. And I'm always saving, like, this is unobstructive. And, you know, cut this out, put a head on it. Put some funky legs on it. See, here we go. You know, use colorful things if that's what strikes you. You know, you could use her, put these funky glasses on her, and maybe another head with the glasses on the head. And here's 2 purple boots. Maybe put those on. You know, maybe cut her off there, have the 2 boots crisscrossing one another. That would probably be good. And if you didn't like the peel, cut that part away. You know, you could go in from here and cut all the way around. You know, maybe you could use the mouth on her. It's just something to try out. Another hand to use. I like this image. Doesn't have anything in the way. It's clean cut. And it's not too big. I always use stuff. This is where I get these little, like a shoe, a frame, you know, just books, anything to put in the background. This, like, I'll cut these out because they're so bright. Maybe cut these 3 things out, and this green sweater, and then have your bright background. And I was looking at her last night. I thought, okay, how would that look if I cut her out, then cut this out, then turn this way as the stripes to her dress. And then, you know, just go ahead and glue them on, and then, you know, from the back, cut it off. I didn't know how that would look. This would be good for a background. Another mouth with the glasses. I even thought about, I wasn't digging her face, so, you know, cut around her hand, cut her head off, go from shoulder to shoulder, put this head on this body, and if it was too long, maybe cut the legs off and move those up a little. You could even cut the hands as well as the face. Go around here, cut up in here, go around the hands, and then go up here and put this whole thing on top of her, even though she had this down here. Still add the hand. Like if you needed those legs, you know, and I've said before that, you know, if you want to try to save the whole picture, the way I would do it would be tear the magazine apart. And that way you would get a clean picture. It wouldn't be jaggedy and raggedy. Glasses. Well, mouth too. I like this image. I would probably go in here, cut the head off, but save the hand and just cut around it. But then after you did that, you could, after you cut the head off, come in here with the scissors, go around and come down here and cut the hand away from the body so you could slide like a bigger head, like the head I just had, like this head. You could cut the head off but leave the hand, but then once you've done that, go around the hand and bring the hand down to here, cut around and stop here, and then come down this side and cut, so the hand would be away from the body, and then you could slide this in, and it would be on, you know, on the face. I like that for stripes in the background also. Love this image. So many great. The green I just did, she would pop against that. Deep pink. This here, Delusions Funky Fuchsia, is a deep pink. And these are, usually when I use the Delusions, you don't have to add 2 paints. But, you know, it all depends on what substrate you're using also. Like I'm using a journal, which some of you may be using a different, a piece of paper or some other type. So, and I like her. Another great image. But see, I can't use both. I'll probably use her. I like that image. That one. That'd be a great image. I'm thinking in my head, you know, a lot of the black and white photos in the background and put her in front of them. And that way she'll pop. Another great image. I'm not digging her head though. I would have to definitely change her head somehow. I'm just using this one because it's already cut away. My others are not. Jamie Lee Curtis. Does she ever get old? About like Jane Fonda. Never gets old. Dick Clark never looked old. Jewelry. Another piece of jewelry, and I've used her before. I've already used her, you know, once again, bright colors. And really, too, it all depends on what kind of background. You know, you want something contrasty, like they've done. But as you can see, the green pops. So you can make a dark green background. I definitely cut this jewelry out. And then this one here, you know, maybe put somewhere on the image. Maybe have her walking through this one. Since she's faced that way, maybe after you cut the inside out as well. So have her standing here, getting ready to walk through there. Love that watch. Love this. Again. Maybe put this pocketbook in the background because it's so vibrant, you know, use it. Like her image. What could I do? See, once again, cut around the hand and right here. And then set this behind it. Love these two. I've always cut those out. Love the jacket. Like the boots, actually. You know, these would be great background people. We've seen them before. I use those bottles all the time. Like I said, this is a perfume page. I always leave these out in my craft room. And I usually, the vent's up in our ceiling, so when leave them underneath the vent, my whole room the next day smells really good. I love these images. Yep. Can't wait to get to cutting. You know, even that would be great. That car, great background. Great in my driveway too. But anyway, you know, you could use that jacket. You know, and then put some funky legs with it, and you know, you could find some way to disguise that, you know, maybe another person over top of her. And I've cut out many a shoe too. Once again, bright images. Definitely use them. I've cut out many pocketbooks and added them to, you know, someone's arm. That's kind of neat. I didn't realize what it was till I seen it the second time. It's two panther cats. Looks like it says cats meow. Couldn't quite wrap my head around it. I like that oyster shell. Peacocks too. I like the scarf, that it's unobstructed. I like her image. So, you know, you could put these three ladies together. You know, since she's bland against this background, maybe cut this lady away from this and put her somewhere next to them or near them. More sunglasses. I always cut those out. Need a group of people. Cute little girl. Now here's another one of those images I like to, like paper dolls. I'll add the head. Once again, this is the only head I've got cut out. Put you some funky legs. This, I like this jar, and this, I can see something going in the background, and another mouth. I've cut these bubbles out many a times. Yep, cut every last one of them out too, even the small ones. She would be good too for, you know, a different head. This one here, could do a head on that one. Let's see, what was I thinking about this morning? You know, actually, you could, I would definitely take the head off, do a different head, but you could actually take this arm, cut the arm with the skirt, and add it over here and cut this skirt away. Could even reuse the legs under this skirt. I mean, if you see an image, it's not popping, it's not bright enough, add one that is. That's bright, I'll definitely use it. And you know, it's okay against this white background, but it would be so much better. You could just even lay this image on top here. You know that's going to pop. this one doesn't like the mouths to use. Oh, and on this one, I thought, okay, here we are with the head again. What was I thinking? You could actually cut the jacket. Thinking about cutting her head off. You could just cut it across here, because if you wanted to, you know, slip the head in behind, but you could only slip it down this far if you wanted to look like it was inside that collar. And then you could actually cut her legs off right here at the jacket line, and then maybe cut this skirt away and put it over here. And that way you would have black and still use the, still put the little yellow feet underneath the skirt if you wanted to. Yeah, just a bunch of great images. I like her as well. Use her too for maybe a background. Here's Elle. And see, take your cues from that. That if it looks good against the green, use green. That's why I always use bright pink. But if the pink's not bright enough, I always buy bright pink. And, you know, and then if you want to make it brighter, you know, use bright yellow. Or a bright white. But definitely I'll cut these out. Maybe they would look cool with different heads. That head wouldn't look good with that, but just you know, to see, you know, do I like that? Do I not like that? That looks okay. But I have lots more heads. And I even thought, you know, do the, you know, we just did the blue. This blue-green background we just did. You know, you could picture her on here. And I was thinking sprinkle some of this around in the background, because I think the gold would look good, always looks good against green. That was just the way my cogs was turning. I love these ladies. Maybe do something with green. I don't know about green background, but maybe a red background. Sprinkle these around, put these ladies on here. Maybe cut this out, maybe some more doodads and knickknacks in the background. I've actually cut this out before. That's been a while back. I would have to really look through a bunch of journals to see which one it's in, but I had put something pertaining to the virus and used this image. Like her image. You know, this head just about goes with every daggone thing. think there is. I guess because it has little color. Definitely like that one. The colors. That head's too big, but I mean, well, it kind of works if that's how you want to go with it. You could even put the little balls in the background. That would really pop against that. And now that I'm looking at it, maybe a hot orange in the background. Put this pink on it. Put the little balls. Here's another. I was looking at this jacket last night. Okay, so cut the jacket out, maybe slit it through here, and you can, you know, go up through here, cut the white out. So the arms would be free of the dress. Maybe put this belt right here or at the bottom. And then you could take these legs, put them underneath. And, you know, just, oh, I see the shoes like that. But you still, you know, cut it off like you would and just maybe put the shoes somewhere on the page. Put this lady. You could cut that chair out, turn it around, have the lady leaning up against the chair. And use a smaller head, and I'm thinking, okay, this could be the turban on, you know, just for sake of reasoning. You know, find you another head, turn that around, and slip that on the lady's head. You could actually, after you cut it out, cut this line right in here to there, but leave this dangling, so when you put this on, I mean, you could stick her head up in there. Actually, you could actually just cut that off, because this would need to go behind her head. So just cut all this back part away and then stick her head up in there. I always like these images with these numbers behind them. Great background. Or even if you see someone sitting down, you can have them sitting on the shoe here. Or if they're laying down, have them slanted on the shoe. I like her head, not the rest, but you know, cut her head off. Put it on something else. Love these images. I'm going to cut those out and her out, and probably her. And I don't know, it's like I'm looking at maybe a dark red, pink background. I think they would pop against that. I love all this, so I'm going to cut most of this out. And use all this, you know, this would be one colorful page. Use all that, the green jacket. I like the bird. That would look good on that page also. You know, you could also use those with that jacket we seen a while ago. Put these behind the jacket like wings. I like her. I actually put, you know, that one behind her as a wing coming out this way. I guess she would actually look good with this image. This and this. Not quite sure the background. I like the dress because it's colorful. Use that too, it's colorful. These, the shoe. Might even use the necklace. Like her dress. Sunglasses to put on someone's face. I looked at this. I love the colors. I mean, this could, you know, maybe be around the border or something. Maybe use that bottle as something. This here was already collaged together. That bright pink pops. I've used it already. You know, she's looking that way, and that shoe was going that way. Maybe use her head. I'd have to use a different body, but you could even cut, you know, cut this lady figure out with this and use it on to one side or something. I guess even if you wanted to, you could cut this lady off right here. Then have her wearing the veil. But I was going to say you wouldn't even have to cut the veil away. Let's see, how would that work? I would probably come in and even cut her head away and then stuck this image in just to see if the veil would kind of shape around the face somehow. Just to try it out. You know, more sunglasses. You could actually, you know, cut the sunglasses off, put them on this face. Love this image. Let's stick that up there just for sake of argument. Love these. I even thought when you go to cut this image out, don't cut it right up against. I would actually cut it a quarter way away, leave the blue to make that pop, put it on a page, and then have this lady laying across her this way. That would be, and then maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking bright yellow background. And then leave the blue around her just a little bit. Lay that one. So many things you could do. Love that. And I know what everybody's thinking. Miley Cyrus. I was even thinking cutting her away. Leave the circles, leave the arms, but cut her out all the way down. How would that look if it overlaid the arms here, the rings coming down? I know her arms would still be here, but if you put those on top of here, you won't even notice that, hey, she has two sets of hands. I'm telling you, when you put something graphic up here, you don't even pay attention to other things. I would cut it out now, but maybe I will here in a minute, and we'll just look at that. I'll just have to go off camera. I really digging this page, but I gotta make a decision, and it's going to be her, even though I really like that. I love that. I would have to change her face out or something. That would look great with that. You're going to need a really bright background, preferably red, hot pink. And let's see, I was thinking, I was even thinking, I'm not in love with her head. Maybe cut, you know, cut the hair, go up here, behind, up here, cut by the ear, come around through her chin, cut this whole head off, stick it on her. Since she's looking that way and she's looking that way, you give that a pop of color. I'm going to have to save this, and I'm going to have to go off camera, cut that out. Let me stick this in here. At the end of the video, I'll cut those out and we'll look at it together. Love this image. That gecko looks like it's saying WDF. So I'm thinking I seen this WD, and then you could make an F out of that, you know. Go down, cut it here, move that up, put this over here for the short one. Just, that's what he looks like he's saying. with that hand out like that. And that mouth, he looks like he's disgusted. Love this, of course, because in my journal that I just showed you, I had the three ladies sitting down that looked like they were like gold. Love this image. I'm going to have to use it somehow. Some duckies. Lucky duckies. Great image again. Much smaller and better. Have to use that. Definitely try to use her somehow. Okay, so I got two I need to cut out of that to show you all. Last magazine. Those some great images. Maybe use those hearts. Cut these hearts out. That'd be great. Flowers, vase, hearts. Maybe the lady, the little lady in the red, wherever we seen her in the other magazine. So many possibilities. I think I'm going to cut this vase out with the leaves. And you don't have to cut into each little leaf. I'll go around here, probably come in here kind of close, back out. I like these. I can get the bra, the pillow, this, a glass, the book, a shoe. Ah, the sweet. I like that image. There's some more lipstick we can use with that lady with the stripes. You know, and you can even cut all around this pasta, because the green is a good color. Cut that out as well. This would be a good, you know, take your cue from that. You know, if you got a brown background, put the plate, put these in front of it. Put these in front of it. Plate, put these two in front of it. And that. I had made a cake the other night I seen on Pinterest in my frying pan, but after a day or so I had it in the frying pan. I had to dump it out. I should have dumped it from the get-go, but after the next day you kind of taste the frying pan, and probably wasn't good to leave it in the frying pan either, because now I'll probably have to cure it again. I like this too for background. Okay guys, I'm going to go off camera, cut these out, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, here we are back with the lady on the wrecking ball. I cut this lady's head off, but you know, I saved her dress. And then the lady that had the two things around her, saved the legs. So I was thinking about using the arms so they come off the shoulder. And make it look like she's swinging on this thing. Well, I even thought, okay, when I was showing you the images earlier of this plant, well, maybe I didn't show it to you, I don't know. But it was supposed to go on with those over there. Okay, I didn't think the hands would show up that much. They're kind of bugging me a little bit, so I thought, why not maybe take this, since this lady's a performer, And I can't remember what magazine I got this out of. It could have been that big Variety magazine because it's so thick. But cut her. Well, wouldn't even have to cut her. This could be her skirt somehow. Or just play around with it, you know. You could I would have to have my pen or something right here. Let's see, cut here. Okay, doggy, Augie, I hear you. Let's see, do I want to cut? I think I want to cut that away. Come down here and cut this away. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see, what did I say right here? See, I should have left. Which I can put it back. Haha, it's just paper. Should have left that part. I think that looks better. I think, well, I'm still trying to cover the hands, so I was going to cut the white out, but yeah, her hands would pop back into the picture if I did. But I like it. I like it. Now, actually, let's see. This book here, I had made this background that I was going to put, you know, this lady at first. This one was going to go here with those brown images that I had. And you know, this page was done, all but the cutout drawings that I did. And then used my own paint, my own stencil, then went around the blocks. Sorry, y'all couldn't see that for a minute again. Was going to put her on here. And just did a lot of stenciling with that pen that I just used. And thought about putting her on here. Hey, that might go. I guess she would have to go this way. And maybe the brick pattern might be a godsend, because it might look like she's... Hang on, I'm going to get it back into focus here in a minute. Maybe the brick wall would be a good thing. But you know, she's way too tall to go the other way. But I kind of like the brick background. And then something like that. I think I like it. The brick. I love it. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you'll subscribe, hit the like button.